Today we're hopefully fitting a buddy seat on a T25. Now, I don't know if it's all complete, I bought it second hand, and the transaction didn't exactly go smoothly. So fingers crossed it's all in here. We'll see how hard it is to fit. It's like Christmas come early. Right, so we have a seat side, which looks to have been glued at some point with silicone in the past. I assume that's the mount. I didn't expect it to be quite so chunky actually. Okay, so these feet here, which should go into the floor. I've had the floor up, I've looked underneath, there's actually no holes, there's no fixings, there's nothing there from factory at least, or at least in this van, for those buddy seat knobbles to fit into on the bottom of the frame. Now this van's actually been lined already, it's been marine plied, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick, so it's more than thick enough to take those knobbles. So what I've done is I've drilled a couple of holes as bottom fixings. Obviously it's going into ply and not into wood, which I'm not overly happy about, so what I'm probably going to do is build another bracket to the metal, which we can remove, but a secondary fixing bracket just to make sure that that is secure. And I'm probably going to double up this as well, because I don't like this top, everything being on this one little latch. But so far so good, so hopefully the seat should now sit in those holes and we can line up for marking out where this bracket attaches onto the front face of here. So because the seat is sat up in the air by the thickness of the ply, effectively this bracket, the flange at the end, stands proud of the top. So it's not ideal, so I may just chop that off, to be honest with you. What I'm thinking of doing is just drilling through the actual main bar itself, using some decent chunky washers on both sides, and going through, let's say, 3-4 places along its length, and then this can be chopped off if it's in the way. Also, the seat itself is hard up against where the door would be, down here. It can't go any closer to the door, yet it's still overhanging here. So I suspect it's the wrong bracket as well, so this part's wrong, and I suspect the seller's given me the wrong one from the wrong side. I don't know that for sure, but I don't know how else it'd fit. So we're going to mark it as it is right now, and we're just going to modify this to fit the van. Got to be careful on this last one, there's a water bottle at this side. It should come through, but it'll do well. Hey! Okay, fingers crossed. Good. Oh yeah! Rock and roll. Almost finished, but I'm going to pack up for tonight. It's getting a bit cold and it's really dark and hard to work out here. All I've got to do now is put the seat belt on, so I've got a lap belt for it. I've got to put the panel back on the inside just to neaten it up a little bit. And I'm going to put some kind of secure pins on the mechanism, just so that it can't come off should the mechanism fail. I'm probably going to put a bracket on the bottom as well, but I'm not going to show how I'm going to do that yet, so that's the job for a brighter, warmer, drier day. Was it worth making a video? Ooh, just to show you how relatively easy it was. A little bit fiddly, I guess, at times, but pretty straightforward really. And I think if you haven't got all the ply and stuff in the floor like I did, it'd be a lot easier job just to bolt it on as it's designed. Drill a couple of holes in the floor, and job's a good one really. Right. Oh, that's quite comfy that. See you later guys.